Oops. Where is Wally? Where is Wally? Where? Oh, where is Wally? Oh, where is Wally? This is my Where's Wally t-shirt. Where is Wally? Where is Wally? Where's Wally? It used to be a cartoon when I was younger. And that was the theme tune. So, we can start. I've shared it. Skype's off. Skype's on. Yes. Here's a mess. Shall I put it up? Shall I have it down? Well, let's try it up. Yeah, let's try it up. Let me get it here, Bobby. Where is Wally? Where is Wally? Where is Wally? Here we are. Okay. One more thing. Okay, so good morning and welcome to the Sunday stream. So I do this stream every Sunday morning if I'm free to do the stream at 10:30 a.m. UK time, and on a Thursday I do a stream at 8:30 p.m. UK time. And you can ask questions to me through Skype. And my Skype is Rebekah Maroon. And there's various links below the video to rebekahmaroon.com, my website, and my Skype name and Facebook page, etc. So. So welcome if you're new to joining me on YouTube. You're more than welcome. And also welcome if you're new to non-duality in general. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a beautiful message And I just hope you have the bravery and the courage and the strength, and I know you do have that, to withstand and withhold this awakening journey that seems to happen. Obviously, you've been drawn to this message of non-duality, so that's great. So the way that I normally do these streams is I do an introduction, and then I open it for questions. That song's in my head now. I'm gonna keep singing it. Where is one? Here she is. So just relax into this. There may be agitation appearing, a wanting to hurry up, a wanting me to start speaking non-duality. But that's okay. Just be aware of that appearing. That feeling of wanting to move forward. It's okay, it's not a problem. Only thought makes it into a problem. So just feel if there's any tension or any irritation. If the mind's racing about something, complaining about something, wanting something. Just be aware of the feet, the sensation of the feet on the floor, the bum on the seat, the back, on the back of the chair. The noises appearing. The chest and the diaphragm moving as you breathe. You may feel like this isn't what I've come here for. I've come to hear about non-duality. I've come to hear there's no one here. But this is non-duality. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. And what the seeker wants is to escape what is happening. It wants to live in time. It can only live in time. And there's nothing happening for it here. So it needs its food, it needs its energy. And so the habit has begun to seek in time for that food, for that energy. It wants to live, and it can only live in time as someone on a journey to somewhere, to non-duality. And this is the painful part. It can be the painful part of this waking up, the coming back from that dream in time, back to the actual experience of what is happening, where there's nothing for you. There is just life happening, simple life happening, the intimacy of life happening, the intimacy of the sounds of the washing machine, the intimacy of the bum on the seat. That doesn't give you as a person anything. It's just what's happening. Life happening. So raw, so immediate, so full, and yet not fulfilling to that separate person. So this is a collapsing of that energy that's seeking in time, seeking for something for itself, to feel better, to feel whole, to feel complete. But the completion, the wholeness is all there is. Life. The emptiness and the fullness of life happening freely for no one, to no one. Just life happening. And in that appearance of life happening appears a seeker, as someone looking for fulfillment. But it will never be found for that someone. Because that someone is an appearance appearing. And it has no actual reality. To itself, it feels real. To itself, it feels as if it's a reality. And it believes and feels that it will find fulfillment. It can find its other half. And so it keeps appearing. It keeps seeking. But this is home. This is home. And that dynamic or that functioning of that separate seeker, as this is resonated with or heard, there's a relaxation that happens in the human. And that seeking habit, pattern, functioning, energy seems to lessen or becomes more obvious in some way. The way the seeking's been happening becomes more obvious and more clear, not to someone, just more obvious. So this is a going home, a going home, but not for someone, not for that illusory person who believes it's real. It's just a collapsing of that illusion, and then home is revealed to be everything, everywhere, all that is. So this is home. Where? Oh God. Oh, this isn't today. When was this sent to me? Oh no, it is. Yeah. Yeah. You need to like reread through your messages to me, Heel. Reread them. So you're welcome to ask questions now. I'm online on Skype. Let me just get a blanket. A little bit cold. I've called this stream To Be or Not to Be, and I haven't even mentioned that, have I? I'm aware I haven't even talked about To Be or Not to Be, but that's what came out. I think To Be or Not to Be is linked to what I love about this message, the is and isn't. I love that. The human and the non-human. The form and the formless. Both. I love it. Absolute and relative. That they aren't two separate things. Both. There aren't two. This is and isn't at the same time. Absolute and relative at the same time. Human and non-human at the same time. Form and formless at the same time. I love it. The mind can't grasp that. You can only grasp this or this. It can't have both at the same time. It can't comprehend that. That's frustrating to the mind. It is or it isn't. Pick one, and it's not picking one. It's both together. There is no separation. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I feel like I'm waiting for something to happen, to change. Do you know what you're all waiting for? And you're free to call in if you want to, Lee. If you don't want to, that's okay as well. But what are you waiting to happen or to change? Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
It's always a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Ring.
Just to take your time.
I liked the introduction, the way that it was like a sort of like a led meditation.
Okay.
And then I felt like, just keep going. Like, what now?
Yeah.
How's this? You know, how's the me gonna drop? How's there gonna be this lovely, feeling of everything being one? And
yeah. That was during the meditation. That was during it. You felt that sense of where's it leading to? When's it gonna? Or was it after?
No, when at the end, when it was finished.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. That awareness of that is like a big thing, to be aware that there's a wanting something else, a wanting more.
Yeah, it feels like a sort of there's sort of this. It's not always there, but today there was this feeling of impatience that felt a little bit like a sort of volcano rumbling, like ready to explode, and I was just sort of aware of that and feeling like, what's happening? What can I do about that? And
so then have you asked, like, what is it about? Like, what are you wanting? What are you?
Well, I suppose I'm aware that there's something that doesn't feel quite right, that doesn't feel quite complete, that doesn't tally with what you're saying about how life feels for you.
So it doesn't feel complete. And what's it looking for then?
I suppose the end of suffering, I suppose, where it doesn't feel like to get to a stage where you don't feel like there's anything left to try and get rid of or change, but everything is just already accepted. Everything is sort of easy in that sense.
So it wants to be at a place where life is just happening, it's flowing, things aren't sticking.
Yeah.
It's relaxed, it's open, things are just happening.
Yeah.
So at a place where the bum is on the seat, sounds are happening. At a place where thoughts are just appearing, disappearing.
Yeah.
Where feelings are appearing and disappearing. Sensations are happening freely without being held onto or blocked.
Yeah.
A place where pain just happens, sadness just happens, joy just happens, fear just happens, where it all just happens. There's not a problem with it happening. But what great news, because that's what is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Life is happening. It's all just appearing spontaneously. No one's being affected. No one's being hurt. Just life happening. Life flowing.
So are you saying that there isn't really somewhere that's stuck here that feels like a me, that is just another thing appearing, and that there's a confusion that that's something when it isn't really anything?
I'm not sure what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's already the case, that life is just happening. So that's already here, life just flowing already. Then you can't really want that because it's already happening.
Right.
So if that's already the case, there's just life happening, just the flow's happening. It's all just appearing. Then who are you that wants that? Who's reporting to want that? It's like a deconstruction of this person who wants, claiming to want freedom, who feels it exists and doesn't have it. So I don't know how that deconstruction happens. It just seems to happen. There seems to be a revealing of everything. All these things that make that person up get challenged and revealed and released in some way. That isn't a personal doing. You can't do that as a practice or as a thing you can do, but it just seems to happen. This sense of you that who feels it exists and doesn't have freedom, and is trying to get to freedom or liberation, gets exposed. And it isn't through understanding or working it out. It's not through that level. That's a part of it, but it's more an energetical thing that happens. And I would call it, dramatically, the crucifixion. Where this sense of you feels it exists, gets crucified. But it's great that awareness of that seeking.
There's been a slight shift as you've been talking from, there's been a sort of slight relaxation from feeling like everything is dependent on me somehow, to what I think of as me as being somehow contained within something bigger. So it's not so important what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Not languagey, not in the language way, but yeah.
It was supposed to be in the languagey way.
Oh, right, no. Yeah, because there's a freedom here beyond that story of you. There's a freedom here. That's what I can kind of resonate with. Freedom beyond that illusion.
Yeah.
It just gets unpicked. Gets unpicked.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Lee, for calling in. Bye.
Bye then.
What a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. Oh, so much love. I'll see you then. Bye.